Hello, everybody. Welcome. If you're catching the replay, welcome. If you're seeing this on YouTube, I am not live when you see this on YouTube. I'm live here on Facebook. So say hello when you come in, and we're going to do something a little different today. I'm not doing anything creative, sort of. We're going to chat and we're going to go through some things. And I want to share with you a couple things. So we're going to get started. Hi, Joni. How are you? Good morning. Okay, so I have a little bit of a glare here. Let's maybe open that. So what I thought we would do, good morning. What I thought we would do right away is I'm going to go ahead and flip through this catalog and show you guys some of the things that are retiring. Hi, Daisy. As I went through the list a little bit more yesterday, at first I was like, I'm totally not devastated. Everything's fine. And then I was like, oh man. So I've pulled all of my stamp sets, which means I took everything off my shelf, my stamps and my punches that are retiring. And I'm going to go through some of those, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to take some sentiment, like for instance, I'm going to take this stamp set. I'm going to take the sentiments out that I love, and I'm going to put together a couple cases that are just sentiments from retiring stamps. I've never done this before. But I've always kind of wanted to. And so I'm going to do that with you guys. And then we're just going to chat and hang out and do some organizing. And I'm not going to do anything. I am not going to do a creative project today. And we'll talk through that. So I just want to go through here and show you guys some of the things that are retiring. This kit, Simply Citrus, is retiring. I really loved this kit. It was really fun. And then this one's retiring as well. I'm not going to go through every page and like show you every single thing, but I am going to show you some of the things that just like caught my eye. This paper is retiring. And then if you guys have any questions, you can let me know. This is staying and this is staying. So that's great. That was able to stay on my shelf. This is staying, but it's not going to be, this isn't in a bundle right now. This is staying. It's in the new catalog, but it's also on the retiring list. So To a Wild Rose is retiring. And see, I really love these sentiments. So I'm going to break them apart. Like, I'm a little nervous about this, but we're going to try it. Butterfly Wishes is retiring. A ton of the butterfly stuff is retiring, but we have a ton of butterfly stuff staying too. Poppy stuff is staying. Tulip staying. This is retiring. Staying. And then all of this is retiring. And I'm so sad, you guys, because I purchased this stamp set and look, I never used it. Can you believe it? I never used it. So retiring. I'm keeping this one. Retiring. So sad I never used this one either, and I won it from Stampin' Up. So I'm so sad that that retired. I never really got a chance to use it. I'm retiring, staying. This one's a fun one. Retiring. I really want to get back here to the tools because you guys are going to be shocked. This is staying. This is going. Here's to a card. We'll look at this one in a minute because I might keep some of the sentiments. The paper is retiring, but the stamp set is staying. Mini Mates is retiring. All of the itty bitty. So all of the itty bitty, everything is retiring. So itty bitty birthdays, itty bitty greetings, and itty bitty Christmas is retiring. Craziness, right? Okay, well said. Now I feel confused. Oh, A Wish for Everything and Well Said. You know what? This is the one that's retiring. A Wish for Everything. Well Said is staying. I got those confused. That's the problem. Retiring. Staying. Retiring, retiring, retiring. Everything's gone. 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 Okay, this I'm so sad too. Again, retired and I never used it. So I'm going to share with you guys what I'm choosing to get rid of and sell. I'll sell later on. What I'm choosing to keep in my stash and then what I'm choosing to take apart. Retiring. This, I don't know the Christmas stuff because FYI, there is Christmas stuff in the annual catalog and a little bit more than they had. So retiring, retiring, staying. Great, right? Staying. Retiring. All of this retiring. See, like this, I think I have this one, Strong and Beautiful. If I don't, I need to get it. I thought for sure I had that one. These have great sentiments. What are your guys' thoughts on sentiments? Like, what do you do? Like, because sentiments you can use on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. A sentiment is a sentiment, right? All of this is retiring. So do you keep them based on, like the sentiments? So this one's finally retiring and then this one's retiring, but I think I'm going to keep this one because this is the only stamp set that I have that has like this get well kind of vibe. All my other ones, like I looked through stamps the other day because I needed a get well card, like a get well soon card, and this was the only set I had. So I think I'm just going to keep this exactly as is just for that purpose. Now, the sentiments are retiring, but the dies are not, which thank goodness, because you guys, all of our shape dies are basically retiring. Like, I was shocked when I learned this. I did not see those on the list when I originally was going through it with you guys yesterday, but then I joined a demonstrator only gathering where we went through the catalog and chatted about it and we were excited about it. And all of a sudden they started telling me all of our shape dies are retiring. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I am shocked, you guys. So retiring and retiring, gone, a little lace. Again, that's another one, a little lace. Look at this. Do I have it here somewhere close? I do not have it close. I have this one, never used it. Never used it. Retiring, massive thanks. This one's retiring, but I never got it. Never got this, but it's gone. And then the punch is staying. You guys are gonna, I'm gonna show you all the punches I'm getting rid of. Paper gone. This one's staying, gone. Gone, gone, gone. This I'm keeping, but it is retiring. It's super cute. I love the sentiments. And then this is gone. This is retiring along with the punch. This is a great one. I was a little sad to see that go. This one's retiring, but I'm keeping it. This is staying. 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 Gone. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind, fabulous. Some of you might know that. This is staying. This is staying, which this is great sentiments, you guys. Great sentiments. Gone, gone, and gone. Paper is gone. And the consumables will sell out fast, you guys. They will sell out fast. This one's staying. I'm happy about that with the big sentiments. This one is staying. You know what? I did not realize that. I have this one. Now, where is it? Is it on here? Yeah, this one's staying. Or maybe it's not. I'm going to put it back on my shelf because I think this one's staying. Oh, you know what? It's not. I did the list. It's not staying, but I'm keeping it. I specifically printed out the last part of the catalog, the this part. So what I do is when we are able to see the catalog, I print out this stamp set index page. I print out the stamp index page, the punch index page, and the die index page, and that's how I pull all my product. So I just go through and the new one with just this part of the catalog, and then I organize them, make sure they're all in alphabetical order correctly, and then I pull the ones that are not in the new catalog. So I know that one's definitely retired. All of this retired. You're going to see this because I love these sentiments. I never used this stamp set, but I love the sentiments. So we're going to break those apart. All of this gone. Beautiful Friendship stayed. This is gone. Gone. All of this gone. All of this gone. This stayed. This is gone. And then this paper will carry over into the new catalog, which I love because it's such a great basic set of designer paper. Fancy Phrases is retiring, but again, great sentiments. We're going to take it apart and see what we can do with that one. This one, all of this retired. Paper retiring. This one carried over. This one carried over. Gone. Everything gone. And I don't have any of this stuff back here. I don't tend to have stuff closer to the back. All of this is gone. This is gone. And then if you love dye, background dyes, let me just show you. This one, Camouflage, Buffalo Check, all wired up, Birch, all gone. And I think Stacked Stone is gone as well, which I'm kind of shocked. We usually carry some of those over. Okay, so now let's get back here. So all the paper is gone except this, In Good Taste. In Good Taste is staying, but the rest of it, if you want any of this paper, now's the time to purchase it. Okay, we're not going to go through accessories. All the Memory and More stuff is retiring. So if you need any of that, we won't go through all the different accessories. There's a ton of ribbon right now that's on sale for the last chance retiring list. I purchased a bunch of it. So all of this ribbon here, the 2022 end colors, all of these are gone. They will be gone. So I got Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, and Misty Moonlight are the ones that I picked up. I believe they're all on sale. The other one I picked up is this ribbon right here. I picked up a roll of that. Yeah, those are the ones that I picked up because we'll still have those colors. Okay, adhesives, blocks. Roberta said the background stamps are changing to photopolymers, so some will be back. Oh, good call, Roberta. I did not know that. So, and that's another thing that's happening with Stampin' Up! Is they're changing some of the way numbers work and the way the back end stuff works at Stampin' Up! So some stuff is retiring, but it's not necessarily going away. So, okay, so here's punches, you guys. So let me just show you all the punches I'm getting rid of. Now, I tend to keep punches if I think they're going to be useful. And this year I am getting rid of a lot of punches because I haven't used them. So in here, so the butterfly one, am I getting rid of that one? So this butterfly one I am keeping, okay? All of my circle ones I'm keeping. In fact, I have other circle ones even more than this. So all of these circle ones I'm keeping and I'm still using. The balloons are going. The small flower is going. My small ones aren't over here. All of my tag toppers are gone. And then some of these builder ones. So let's go through them. So this is the triple banner punch. I'm getting rid of that one, letting it go. Yeah, Luann, Roberta just said that. I did not realize that they were changing to photopolymer. So thanks for the heads up. I missed that announcement. Okay, so this one's retiring. I'll try not to get the glare, you guys. I know it's hard. This one's retiring. And these are ones that I'm letting go of. This one I think has been retired for some time, but I'm finally removing it from my shelf. Oh, I'm getting rid of the butterfly one because I have so many butterfly punches. So that we'll get rid of that one. This one is the, this one is a good one, but I'm just not feeling it anymore. I haven't used it. So that's my thing. If I haven't used it in the last year, I'm just going to go ahead and let go of it. This is the vase and it goes with a couple of the stamp sets. So I'm getting rid of that one. There is this one. This one is the apple punch, pumpkin punch builder. And then the cat is not retiring. So I thought for sure if the dog went, the cat was going to go, but the cat is not. So I'm not getting rid of that one. This is the cake builder, which I think has been retired for a bit. Yeah, I think it's been retired for a bit. Here's the umbrella that goes with this. Now, I'm just going to pull it because I'm going to break these stamp sets up, and I've never done that before. So what I would normally do is I would keep this together, and then I would sell it later as a bundle. Now what's going to happen is I'm pulling some of these sentiments. So here's the truth. I'm probably going to throw away the stamp sets that I pull the sentiments from because I will never remember if I decided to get rid of my sentiments the way I'm going to do this. I would never remember which sentiment went with which stamp, so I'm not going to save it. And then I don't feel right about selling a stamp set that isn't complete. So for me, I'll probably just throw it away. Maybe there'll be a couple that I'll keep for my kids, but I am really big on just getting rid of stuff, you guys. I do not have the space, the energy, or the bandwidth in my mind to keep every little thing. And by doing this as a business, a lot of my cost is either written off, or B, like I did a class on this. And because I did a class, I made enough money that actually, like when I do a class, what I try to do is say, okay, I hope that I get enough people to sign up that basically it paid for the stamp set that I used to create the class. So hopefully that makes sense. So, that's probably what I will do. And we'll go through them. I have a whole stack. We're going to go through them and I'll show you guys that process. But just so you guys know, that's kind of my philosophy. I'm not worried about it if I get rid of something or I throw something away or I just, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I don't feel guilty about keeping it. Carol said, I store and stamp everywhere in my bedroom. So no room either. Yeah. So I think that that's an important thing to recognize. A lot of us that are doing this as a business, like I have an entire room that is the room that I have for my office is bigger than our living room or as big as our living room. I mean, we've thought about making the living room my office before. So that's not typical. I do this as a job. And so that's not maybe a typical thing. And even with such a big room, I don't have the space or the desire to keep every single thing. So it's okay to get rid of things. The balloon builder punch and then the dog punch, I'm getting rid of. So that means I will sell them at some point. So let's move all of this over. And then let me show you what I did with the stamps. So we have the banner, and then I will keep all of my circle punches, and I'm also keeping the, I've kept this for many years because I do still use it. And then I'm getting rid of these. Okay, so here's the other thing that I do. I'm keeping my circle punches, and I will still use them to prep classes and kits. I am sorry that, or I'm not sorry, I guess. That's the thing. I'm sorry that you can't get it later on if it's retired, but as far as like creating classes and kits, I'm going to keep my regular shaped stuff. Okay, so here is the stamp sets that I pulled that are retiring that I need to get rid of. And by get rid of, I mean sell at some point. So here, we're going to look at the ones I'm keeping first. I'm keeping this one. This is tags, tags, tags. I've cut mine apart, and this also has dies that go with it, and they're too convenient and cute to not keep, and I will use this like for my kids, like when I'm making treats for the school. It'll be an easy thing to use. I'm keeping this one because I love it, and I never got to use it. I've literally never used this stamp set. I'm keeping the zebras because I keep most of the animal sets, and this is a cute one. Again, never used it. Butterfly Gala is going away. I'm keeping this one. I never used it, and I had wanted to. I love this kind of stamp, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's hard for me to come up with an idea, so I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to keep Flowering Cactus. This may be one that I get rid of later on. I really like it, and I really like the dies. So this will move to my retired shelf. Now, here's the ones that I'm just going to get rid of, and I'm not worried about it, even though, like, this one I've never used. So, Beautiful World. And, to be honest, you guys, I didn't even want this to begin with. Let's talk about this for a second. This was on the pre-order last year to get, and I didn't really like it. But then I was running out of product to use because we're only allowed, in the annual catalog, demonstrators are only allowed to order from a list because they can't put everything from the new annual catalog onto the pick line, like where they're picking product and putting it in your box. They can't have two, they don't have enough room to have both catalogs running at the same time. And I didn't really like this. I was out of things to use. I thought, well, I'd seen a couple cute things with this, and I thought I would just go ahead and get it. And then I never used it. And this year, for the products that I'm buying, I'm really going to focus on only getting the things I really love, or the things that I'm actually using for like a class or a retreat. There's some things that I have to get that are like that, but I do this so often. So that one is going. Dandelion Wishes. I loved this one. I used it for several classes, but it's just time to let it go. Dino Days. I used this a couple times, but not as much as I would like. Harvest Hellos. Match That Punch. So these are just going in my retired bin, and I will sell them and be done with them. Lots of hearts. Loved it, but moving on. The Right Triangle in. These are cute. I used it a couple times. Rooted in Nature. I just have mixed feelings about this one. I feel like I want to keep it, but I feel like I never did use it. I used it, I think, once, but I won this from Stampin' Up. I didn't purchase this one. This is one that I won. I'm going to put that in a separate pile. A Little Lace. Look at that. Never used it. Butterfly Wishes. I used this one a lot. This one was okay. This one was okay. I used it some. This one I never liked. It was not something that I would have chose to get, but I did it for a paper party, and so I needed to get it. Posted for You. I never used this. Oh, I did. I did once. I'm sad this one's going. The punch is staying, but this is going. This I got because I wanted to do a class, and I never did. Never used it. Put it together, but didn't use it. This is Mary Fish's $1 million stamp. And here's the thing. I love having the $1 million stamp. It's like a collectible kind of. But I really did not like this stamp set. So I just feel like there's no reason to keep it. If I really didn't like it, I'm not going to go back and use it. Or I don't feel like it's going to be useful, I'm just not going to keep it. Heartfelt. This matches the heart punches. So it matches these punches. And these heart punches are not retiring, but this is. And again, I'm not attached to it. And then You Are Amazing. I love this one. I've used it a ton. I love the You Are Amazing. I'm going to put this in the maybe breakup for sentiments. And then this is the butterfly one. And I love the sentiments. I'm going to put it in the sentiment pile and we'll see. Okay, so those are the stamp sets that I just like. That was easy. Now there's all of these. Hey, Laura. Okay, so let's just take a look at all of these. Now, all of these have sentiments that I love. But maybe I don't need the images. Like maybe I didn't use the images, or I don't necessarily like the images. So I've never ever done this before, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to break some of these stamp sets up and just do sentiments. So the first thing I want to do is take the itty bitty ones. So all of these are retiring. Itty bitty birthday, itty bitty greetings, and itty bitty Christmas. Now, for these, we are going to use the case. I'm going to take the... See, this one's not even all together. Oh, and this is a set of 2. Okay. We're going to take all of this out because I'm going to need a couple extra cases. And then the Christmas one. So I think I'll set the Christmas one aside because I want to do the same thing for Christmas sentiments. Okay, so this... I feel like let's look at all the different sentiments and decide. And then here's the thing. Then maybe will I put one together that is just birthdays? Like just birthday sentiments. Maybe that's a good idea. Like we'll micro organize. Okay, so birthday wishes. Happy birthday. They say it's your birthday. Happy belated birthday. You're growing up. Now, all these, obviously this is itty bitty birthday, so obviously these all could be used for birthday, but they could also be used for, like, so exciting, that could be used for anything. It's your day, that could be used for anything. Cheers to you, time to celebrate, awesome at any age. Okay. At least you'll always be younger than me. Okay. Can't believe you're another year older. Okay. Now we have all of these. Okay, let me see. Itty bitty greetings. Okay, so what I'll do with these, I'm not going to do this on camera because it's going to take too long because I don't have the stickers on. But what I'm going to do is put the stickers on these and then put them in their respective cases. So if it's a birthday, it'll go specifically in a birthday, and then I'll have one that's just greeting, okay? So we'll set this one aside. Itty bitty Christmas. Okay. Itty bitty greeting. Okay. So now we have birthday and then just regular greetings. So now let's go through these and see what I want to do. Now to do this, what I'm going to do is, if there is at least half of the greetings that I would want to keep, then I will break it apart. If it's just going to be one sentiment, I'm going to have to make a decision about what's going to be best. You totally earned it. That's a good sentiment. Life is better with you on your retirement. This calls for a huge celebration. But I don't really like any of these. So I think I will be okay with just keeping this one together, and we'll go ahead and get rid of it. Now, here's like where it's going to get tricky. So I love all of these sentiments. And these are photopolymers. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take blessed. We're going to take hello. To know you. Yeah. So all these sentiments are coming off. And I will keep all these sentiments. Now, here's the thing. Now I just have a stamp set that is, now this is a floral one, so you could use the florals and pair another sentiment. So I will keep this, and then I will offer it when I sell my retired product. I will offer it and I will say, listen, here's the deal. Only the floral images are here. The sentiments are not here with this. And I will discount, I'll do it for like $5 or something like that. And if everybody's like, no, you're a total dirtball because you kept the sentiments, we don't like you, we don't want it, I'll just chuck it. Like, I'm not worried about it. But that's where we're going with this. Okay, so the next one is this one. And I love the sentiments. So again, see, oh no, I'm not missing one. So we're going to take these sentiments off. I'm going to keep all of these sentiments. And then same thing with this one. I'll say there's the leaf, the pumpkin, the images. There's just no sentiments to this one. So I'll just deeply discount it. I mean, like maybe even just for a couple dollars. Hi, Elizabeth. I don't know if I said hi. Luann said, I love this idea of collecting the sentiments. I'm constantly flipping through retired stamp sets to find a greeting. The greetings are, sometimes I buy stamp sets just for greetings, but I am always really not discouraged, but disappointed when I have to get rid of a sentiment. Like this blessed one, I just really love. Like, I don't want to get rid of it. And this one, I purposely got for the sentiments. I don't even want this other stuff, but I love the sentiments. So again, so let's take this out. So happy birthday is going to go in the birthday container. So do I have Post-it notes somewhere? Usually I have Post-it notes over here. Okay, so this is going to be, let me grab a piece of paper. So this one will be birthdays. Okay. Okay, here for you. I'll always look up to you no matter how much I've grown up. And then thank you for making a difference in my life. And we'll throw that in the deeply discounted pile. Now this one, I think I'm just going to keep together and just keep all together. I was going to break the sentiments up, but I actually like the stamp set a lot, so we'll keep that. And then here's this. Again, I only got this for the sentiments. So birthday wishes is going to go in the birthday set. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. Okay. Keep it in case you need it sometime. Sending a little something your way. May your day be filled heartfelt happiness. A little something for you. So all of these can just go in here. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about this, you guys. Iona said, I love your idea. I need to make room for new items here in our apartment. So this is a great way if you need more room to do this. Okay, so this is a touch of ink. And I love this. I never used this one, you guys. I think this was a celebration item. Yeah, it was. It was a celebration item. So I'm going to take the sentiments out. And again, this will be a good one to do a pretty deep discount on and just be like, if you want the butterflies and the images, this is still a great one. You can pair any sentiment you want with it. Okay. Okay, so we'll throw that in and I got that one for free, so I'm not worried about it. So I think I need another case. Let's use, okay, so I definitely want these sentiments. You are simply wonderful. These, I love these sentiments. And I used this a lot. And the floral images, again, will be totally fine without the sentiments. You can just pair anything you want with it. So there's a sentiment. There's a sentiment. And there's one. Okay. Like so. Oh, that's okay, Julie. We're just hanging out and organizing stuff. Okay, so for this one, I need another case, and I have a bunch of clear cases, so I'm not worried about it. But let's get another case here. So let's take this out. We're gonna take these. What are these sentiments? These are great sentiments as well. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Friends make the good times better. These are great sentiments. Okay, so we'll take all of those, and then I'll set this aside and put it in a clear envelope. Okay, I'm keeping this totally. We're just gonna this is gonna be larger sentiments because I'm gonna put this ridiculously awesome together with so sentimental because they're both really big. And then I'm gonna stamp whatever is in the case, and I'm gonna make my own case cover basically. So all of these will fit right in here, and that will be perfect. And in fact, all I probably need to do for this one is put this front and back. I don't even need to re-stamp anything. So we'll just we'll fold this. We'll put this here, and then we'll put this one here. And then both of these stamp sets are together. They're large sentiments. And that totally works. So now I'll just know I have large sentiments right there. Okay, here's a card. So mostly because numbers are hard, I'm here if you need me. One, on that thing you did, I'd give you a standing ovation, but here's a card instead. I made you a card because you're worth it. You made my day. Happy birthday. It's all messy. The hair, the house, the heart, life. I like that one. Hello there. Okay. So I'm going to put the birthday. You made my day. Congratulations. Happy birthday is going in the happy birthday one. And then there's some sentiments left. So the other thing I might do is I might pair some of these sentiments with some of these other stamps. And then that way, if somebody buys the stamp for like $2 or something, then they will have a sentiment to go with it. Does that make sense? Or maybe I'll put together a whole sentiment and case and be like, here's a bunch of leftover sentiments. Okay, so for this one, I am going to keep these sentiments because I love them. I don't like that little note one. Thanks so much. You've been on my mind. Okay. I don't like that just a little note, so I'm not worried about it. You are amazing. And then here's this one, which I really like. So, rain or shine, you're always on my mind. Yeah, all these sentiments I need to keep. Okay. So that's that one. All right. And then this one, the one I really like from it is You Are Amazing. And I like this one. Okay, let's set this one aside. Okay, so now I actually didn't have that many birthday ones, right? So that's interesting. So Love Never Gives Up. And then, oh, this is trees from that one set. This is Every little kindness matters. So this is the only thing. And the hard times easier. Okay, so actually, I don't think it really matters. I think let's just put, I think the birthday ones are the only ones that I will separate out. Because specifically, if you're looking for a birthday one, you're looking for a birthday one. So I think it's fine to just stick these in here. And what I will do is, I think I'll just put all the photopolymers together. And then all the red rubber ones together. And so you could even, I could mount all of these on the back side of this and use this as a block and then just press it down and stamp it. That would be an easy way to stamp all of them at once in kind of the place you wanted them to be. I don't know that I'm too worried about that. I'll just take them out. Like, I'm just, after we get done chatting here, I'm just going to sit here and do some stamping. And, like, I'll stamp all of my sentiments, and I just, like, I won't worry about it. But you could if you wanted to. So then I have some that are, like, they need to be washed so that they will stick again. Some of them are not sticking all that well. And then I have a thing in here. So, and I'll use both sides of my case. Can you guys see that? Rosemary, do you mean like a new technique like keeping sentiments? This is something I've never done before. I've thought about it a lot. I've thought about it like every year when the retiring list comes out. I totally think like, oh, I just want to save some of these sentiments. But I never do because I'm like, oh, well, nobody really does that. And, oh, it's going to be weird if I save them. And then what do I do with like the ones I pull apart? And I sort of just talk myself out of it every year. But this year I was just like, you know, I think this is what I want to do. And I think that it's okay if nobody else is doing it. You know, we don't have to do everything everybody else does. And if I'm going to use this stuff more, then I think it's worth, just like I think it's worth cutting your stamps. If cutting your stamps is going to help you to use them more. So I just said some of these, like, okay, so the butterfly one, like all the ones that I took sentiments out of, I will just deeply discount. Like I'll sell them for $1 or $2. Or if people are like, you're such a scumbag for taking apart your stamps and trying to sell them, I'll throw it away. I mean, I have no shame in just getting rid of stuff. But like this, all the butterflies, just because there's no sentiments doesn't mean you can't use the butterflies. You can use any sentiment from any stamps that you have on hand. So there's a couple of them that will work that way. Like it's a floral or it's a butterfly. And I'll just say that, like, just pair this with any of the sentiments you have. This does not have the sentiments that were original to the stamp set. And then I'll just, like, if people really don't like that, if people are really upset with me for that, I'll just throw them away. I mean, the thing is that I don't have the space. I have to do this every year for sure. And every 3 months or 6 months, a catalog is retiring and I'm getting rid of stuff. And so I just don't have the space to keep everything. I just don't. So I don't mind getting rid of it any means necessary. So this is one that's cut. It says and I'm not sure what it goes to. So I'm just putting all of the photopolymer ones together. And this. Okay, so now I'll just stamp all of these sentiments and then I'll know that these are sentiments. Lauren said 9/10 of what I own is retired. This idea will clear up so much space for me. You're welcome. And here's the thing, you guys, I just want you to, I want to do a little disclaimer and say, this being a demonstrator is a full-time job for me. So it is something that pays my bills. Like, it's something that I'm doing, and I'm prepping classes, and you don't have to, if you want to keep everything you purchase, you should totally keep it. Also, I purchase things sometimes because I have an obligation to do a class or an event, and maybe it's not something that I would ever purchase otherwise, like that one stamp set. This one. So this is a stamp set I never would have purchased, but we did our paper party with this. I don't hate it. I liked using it. I used it for several things, but I'm not sad to see it go because it's not something that I would have chosen just to purchase. If I was just purchasing based on like what I liked and what I wanted to create with, my collection would look a little different. Same with this one that I never used. I specifically wanted to do a class with this, and I never got around to it. So you have to keep that in mind when I'm sharing with you guys. First of all, doing this full time, I can't keep everything that I purchase. I also get a ton of product for free. So when I'm getting stuff, like I might choose to get a bundle of product because I'm getting it for free and I don't need anything else. So I'm not necessarily sad to get rid of it. The next thing is all of the stuff that I purchase, every Stampin' Up! Order that you see, every stamp set punch that you see here, I write off as a business expense. So again, then there's that piece of it where I've used it for business. I'm writing it off. I don't necessarily need to keep it. All of those things are going to be really different if you're a crafter and you're crafting and purchasing product. You may not need to get rid of something that's retired. In fact, you may want to purchase it because it's retiring and going away and you won't be able to get it. In that case, I would assume that you probably are keeping it forever. So those are a couple things I just want to remind you guys of that may look a little bit different than maybe what I'm doing. Okay, so here's another photopolymer one. So again, I will just stamp these. I'll share a picture of it once I stamp it and put the thing in here. But I'm just going to do 2 things of these. And I think because I have room, like I have plenty of room in this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep the sentiments of this. Oh, Rosemary, thank you so much. She said, I enjoy your truthfulness and you're a great demonstrator. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just think that it's really easy to get caught up in not understanding maybe why demonstrators do things a certain way. And just because you're a demonstrator doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything. You can be a demonstrator and get the discount and keep every ounce of everything that you ever have. Yes, I will post this to YouTube. Yes, I always do. So it's just, this is what works for me because I'm doing this as a full-time job. So I just have to take into consideration my space and what's going to work. And I want to be better about really only getting things that I love. But as I do this as a job, sometimes that's just not feasible if I am a part of something that requires me to buy a specific thing. So I will also have the these. I'll add all of these. There's plenty of room in this one to add it to this one. And this is easy because you can kind of see it because it has the sticker. So this is great that you can see it. The photopolymer one, I will definitely stamp all of them so I can actually see what it is. Yeah, so Rosemary said she's a hobby demonstrator. And like this, you guys, this will be one that I probably just throw away. I don't think anybody wants to buy a word bubble and these stars. So Rosemary said, but I love Stampin' Up, so I stay a demonstrator. You totally should stay a demonstrator because you get a discount. So that's the other thing, you guys. I get a discount on all this product. So me throwing it away, I don't feel like is wasteful. I feel like I got my, I got out of the stamp set what I needed to get out of it, and it's totally fine. But again, I just want to remind you guys that just because that's my situation, it doesn't necessarily mean that that would be your situation. Okay, so Kay said, I'm late. So you keep them. I have a room full because I can't seem to part with any, even if they are retired. Okay, so let me share for those of you guys just popping in. So what I've done is I have a whole bunch that I'm just getting rid of as is. Okay, so these are a bunch that have retired that I don't need, I don't want, I don't love. Okay. So you might be in a situation where you've bought all of these because you love them and you want to keep them. So you keep them. Don't feel like just because it's labeled retired that you can't keep it. For my purpose of being a full-time demonstrator and needing the room to get the new stuff, I get rid of it. I get rid of things. So I have 2 huge giant stacks here of stamps that are retired that I don't need, I don't want, I can let go of. Okay. So like for instance, I look at this one and I go, okay, I really do love this one. It's super cute. But is there something cuter in the catalog that I'm going to use? Yes, I can tell you right now, 1,000% yes, there is. Is there something that would kind of make projects sort of like this? Absolutely. Yes, there is. And so can I let go of this? Yeah, I'm not going to go back and use it. Especially my kids are getting older. This is just a set I'm not going to go back to. I can get rid of it. That's kind of how I look at it. Would I reach for this if I had all the time in the world? Probably not, right? Okay, so I have a whole stack of that I just am letting go. It's totally fine. Then I have a whole stack. This is brand new for me this year. I have a whole stack of stamps that I really love the sentiments. I don't really need the images. There's nothing wrong with the images. I just have 101 butterfly stamps. I don't need this one, but I love the sentiments. So what I've done is I've broken them up. Okay. So here's a whole bunch of photopolymer stamps that are just sentiments. I'm going to stamp these and put them in the case so I know what they are. Here's a whole bunch of red rubber ones of sentiments that I just love that I'm going to keep. And actually this birthday one needs to go in the birthday set. Okay, so then here's a bunch that are just birthdays. Okay, so now I'm going to have some that are just sentiments. This is big sentiments. Okay, so I've condensed, I don't know, maybe about 12 stamp sets down to like 4 cases. Okay, and then for selling these, what I will do is I will deeply discount these. I will sell these for like $1 or $2. I will be very clear when I sell them, like I always am, if they are used, if I've cut them apart, or if they don't have any sentiments. If somebody, when I'm selling these, if somebody is like, oh my God, you're the worst person in the entire world for taking apart the stamp set and keeping the sentiments, and I totally hate you and I never want to watch anything you do again, I'll just say, okay, I'll throw them away. Like, it's not a big deal to me. Again, some of these, this butterfly one, I don't think there's any reason to throw it away. I think somebody could get a ton of use out of the butterflies and it would be okay. Same with this one. I think this could be, what's left are the florals, the umbrella, and the rain boots. I think it's totally fine. This one is just florals, right? Because I took the sentiments out. This one is this butterfly and this bird. If I think that you could stamp something and make a card and pair any sentiment you have with it, I will just deeply discount it and sell it for a couple dollars. Or I will just throw it away. Like, I'm not going to keep these. So I just kind of feel like if people get mad that I've done that, then it'll be their loss because I'll toss them right in the trash and I won't look back. But there could be somebody out there that's like, oh, I have tons of sentiments. I'll take that image. Okay, so we're going to talk about dies next. So hopefully that answered your question, Kay. Let me know. Sometimes I do donate stuff to the school. So my elementary school, I donate all of my retired card stock because I don't go back and use it. I only use cardstock colors that are current. That's the only thing that I will get rid of no matter what. If it retires and it's a retired color, I give all of that to the school. And then let me show you what I do with dies, okay? Because that is a question. So let me know, Kate, if that answers your question. And please share your feedback with me about it. Okay, so for my dies, let's grab these. Ugh. And let me show you what I do. So this is not all of my dies. I have some in another little container that are all retired that I don't necessarily reach for. They're like dies. I'm trying to think of like what one, like old containers, like the Curvy Keepsake box. I have that in another space that I don't tend to get rid of dies that I feel like I will use. But these are all the ones that I'm going to be using for business. Okay, so first of all, I've just created dividers. What do you mean except mint macaroon, Iona? Tell me what you mean by that. And mint macaroon is a current color. So I make dividers and then I have a couple categories. I have a other company dies and I don't have very many. I'll show you how many I have. I have some Lawn Fawn stitched lines, some Simon Says stitched circles, some border ones, and some mini hearts. Like that's it. I don't have that many. Then I have some Project Life dies. So these are dies that I will use for Project Life. Some of these are from Stampin' Up. And then some of these, like my big letter dies. And then stars. Actually, I can probably get rid of these stars because I have stitched stars now. But you can see that they're like some letter dies. And they're just ones that I'll reach for Project Life, okay? There's not that many. Next, I have a holiday die section. Oh, so then this is a holiday die section. Now this, I have these stickers and I will just put retired on this. Okay, so these are ones I haven't done. I'm not going to do all of these, but you guys will get the idea. And normally they're labeled. Like, see, this is labeled. I always come out with these labels. Every catalog, you guys, I release a set of labels for you to label your items. So this is the name of the die and then what catalog it was in. So this was Holiday 2018. Every now and again, I go through these. Like this one, I'm going to get rid of. I've not gone back and used this, and I have plenty of snowflake dies. This is ornaments. See, you can see that it says retired, heart of home, holly jolly. Okay, so then it's like, do I need both of these? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I can go through those, but you can see that I have a retired label on them and then the name of the die. Okay, so this is my holiday section that is basically retired. Okay. Now, in this container, I have current mini catalog. So these are all current dies from the mini catalog or ones I have not got a chance to use. Okay, so we'll go through those. The next section I have is stitched shapes and stitched. Basically, stitched shapes. Now, I'm devastated, you guys, because let me just show you what's retiring that I'm devastated about. Stitched ovals, retiring. So I'm going to mark these retired. I'm still going to use these. If you get classes from me, if you get retreats from me, these items will still be used, but I need to know that they are retired for supply lists and different purposes. You might not need to know. You might not care that these are retired, right? Stitched triangles are fine. Layering circles, retired. Let's wrap our head around this nonsense. Retired. Stitched nestled dies. Retired. Okay, how much nonsense is that? Now, you'll also notice that I have 2 sets of a lot of these dies because I'm prepping for classes and retreats. Okay, so any stitched, any shape dies, I have double dies of. Thank goodness So Sweetly Stitched is not retired. Stitched squares, retired. Retired. Stitched circles, retired. What is this about? Layering circles are not retired. Okay, so layering circles, these with the scalloped are not retired. Thank you, Iona. Let's just take this off. I know there's a couple that are not, and it's kind of confusing. Like, layering squares is retired, but layering circles is not. This must be layering squares, and it must be in 2. So retired. Daisy said, I don't misplace the stitched dies this. Yeah, right. And then this must be layering circles. It must just go with that. And I think actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these, like all the squares together, and then like these circles together with these. The layering ones I don't use all the time, but okay, these are from another company. These are the stitched hectagon. Wow, that was a little harder to say than I meant it to be. But I do keep it with my shapes because I use it. Layering ovals. Let's put all of this together. And layering ovals, retired. Which, again, is nonsense. Okay. And I keep, when I have multiple sets of dies, like my stitched nestled dies that I have 2 sets of, they are in the original sleeve because they're stronger. If it is a small set, I have it in a sleeve, like a clear sleeve. So a lot of my shape dies are in the original package because they're so heavy. Okay, so stitched stars staying, tasteful labels staying. Okay, these are retiring, but I will keep them, and I need a new sleeve because it's broken. And then I have stitched rectangles that go here. This is the hippo one, friends. I don't have the stamp set because I don't like the stamp set, but I like the dies. So that goes in my stitched shapes. Okay. Then this one is, I don't have the stamp set, but I have this die, and I'll move it back. Okay, so the next section I have is annual catalog. So these are all the annual catalog ones. So All Dressed Up is staying. This is staying. It's not labeled. Birds and Branches staying. Beautiful World retiring. Building Blooms retiring. Butterfly Beauty staying. Blooms staying. Sunflowers staying. Sea Dinosaurs going. Dockside going. Okay, this is retired, but I keep it. It's the envelope dies. Garage Gears I will keep. In the Tropics staying. Mountains staying. I think this one of my demonstrator friends, tell me if this retired. Kathy said, yep, a lot of nonsense. Yeah, I agree. One of my demonstrator friends, tell me if this one's retiring. Here's the Curvy Keepsake. Again, I will keep this one. Nature's Roots retiring. Painted Labels staying. Poppy Moments staying. So Many Snowflakes staying. Stitched Leaves, I think retired, but I will keep it. Stitched Lace, I will keep. Wild Rose, I will keep. No, I won't. I was going to keep it for this die here, but I think it's fine. Well Said, staying. And then this frame one is in the catalog. This may be, it's in the catalog, but just as a die. And so I'll put that in my frames. Yeah, Iona said that this one retired. Never even used it. I'm just going to let it go. Okay. Okay, so next back here is Christmas ones that now I need to either move to retired or keep. So this one I'm going to keep. I love the houses. I'm going to actually need to let this stay out because I have a project I'm going to do. Detailed Doves I will keep. Sweetest Borders I'm going to keep. Frozen Friends, I believe is retiring, so I'll be moving that to retired. No, I'll keep it because it has a penguin. Pine Woods, I will keep. The Joy Dies, I will keep. This, the Cardinal, it retired, so I'm going to get rid of that. This is Snowflakes, I'm going to keep. Dashing Deer, I will get rid of. Gathered Leaves, I will keep this for the leaves. I will keep this one for the bats, and then here's that tag die. So now all of these are now going to move into, oops, sorry guys, sorry, holiday dies. Okay. So now I have a set of dies that I will be getting rid of. I'll pair those with stamp sets. Okay, so we have current mini, shapes, annual, and then holiday. Okay. Well Said did not retire. That was a mistake that I made. It is actually another one that sort of looks like Well Said that's retiring. Okay, so these butterfly dies, they just need a label. They were not on my label set because these came out separate. So I'll just put that back in the mini catalog section. And there's, oh, it is labeled. I lied. Garden Wishes. So I'm going to keep this in my current mini section because I still am using this stamp set. Simply Succulent is in the new catalog, so I'm going to move this to annual catalog and just put it in, I just put it in alphabetical order. Flowering Cactus is one that I'm keeping. I'm going to keep it in my mini catalog, my top section here, because it's not quite retired yet and I'm using it. Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick. This one is in, Hey Chick is in the new catalog. This one is not, but I'm keeping both of these and I will move them into annual catalog. Okay, this is retiring, but it's a floral, so I may keep it. So that's why these are here. These floral ones I may keep. This one is moving into the new annual catalog, so I can just organize that in annual catalog. Snailet is retiring, and I'll be getting rid of it. Lots of Hearts. I need to double check on that one. These are in the new catalog. Okay, so this will go into my annual catalog section. Pattern Play is... I'm not positive. Not positive if this one is retiring or not. I don't think it is. So I'm going to put it in my current mini. And then this is retiring. And it's like a background. You can make the plaid. It's retiring, but I'm not going to get rid of this one. So I will put this into my retired section that I keep. So this needs a new sleeve. I'll put that up front. This needs a sleeve, so I just need to put that in there. And then this one I will put into my alphabetical order section, okay? So that, and then I just need to double check on this. I think this is retiring. Maybe one of my demonstrator friends can double check that for me. So this one I will sell, and the stars I will sell. And then this is all of my dies now. So the biggest thing is that I'm keeping all of my stitched shaped dies, and I will be using all of them. So I don't know what other demonstrators are going to do when it comes to prepping for classes and doing classes and kits and clubs. I feel like there's two opinions that demonstrators have. They either have the opinion that if it is retired, they are never allowed to use it again, and they get rid of it and they never talk about it and they pretend it never existed. Or you're a demonstrator that you don't mind using retired dies and punches. I'm in the camp that I don't mind using them. I use the stitched shapes on practically every project that I make. So I'm not getting rid of them. I'm going to keep using them. It is lots of hearts. Lots of hearts, I believe, is the die. So that is the retired situation. I will have new, if you guys want a set of stickers that say retired, let me know and I will upload that for you guys. I just use the Avery 8167. That's what all of my labels are done on. I'm happy to upload a retired sheet so that you can print that. You can also print it without a label and just tape it down if you wanted. And then with the new catalog, I will have a new set of labels when we have that. So, okay, Rosemary, I'm happy to do that. I have it. I'll just get it uploaded and put it on Facebook for you guys. And then when the new catalog comes out, I will have labels for everything. I do a sheet of labels. This is how I label everything in my office. So I have it for all the colors, all the dies. I'm even doing my embossing folders this way. So let's just take a really quick look at embossing folders. This is not all of the embossing folders I have. And I tend to keep these because they're useful. So, the seabed. So a lot of these are retired, but this is how I label them. This is the pine one. This sticker on here means like it's retired or not from Stampin' Up. Woodland, pine, planks, I believe is retiring. This one is retiring, 10 tile. Subtle, my favorite, is retiring. This is a striped, and then this is butterflies and the brick wall. So I label those the same way. I just recently went through my embossing folders and did a purge of them. These are the ones that are up top that I use the most. So this one's retiring. Painted texture is not retiring. There's a floral one, the spider web, basket, like a basket weave. So you can see stripes, polka dots. This one I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of. I don't really use it. This is like a quilt. There's the basket weave, polka dots. It's like the galaxy. So you can see I just have quite a few stars, hexagons, florals, snowflakes. These are the ones that I use quite a bit. And then I have some of these. So I'll probably get rid of this one because I just know I'm not going to use it. And then I have a few smaller ones. And then the only other thing that I have is I have a set of envelope liners, and I might just add that other set of liners that I saw that I had. I might just add that to this, and I just keep it right on the side. And then, because I use it so much and they're so easy. I know it's sad that that one's retiring. I really love that one, the Settles Embossing Folder. So those are all, that's the retiring stuff. Again, I went through the catalog. If you missed the very beginning, we went through the catalog. And I'm pulling, that's what I'm in the process of doing. It's really sad when I do this. I feel like, I don't have, my shelves are empty. So it's a little sad, but it just makes room for new stuff. And, I say keep what makes you happy, keep what brings you joy, and if it doesn't, then don't feel bad about getting rid of it. That's my advice. So I know this was a really long live, you guys, and I just kind of sat and chatted with you guys, and we did some organizing. I need to be able to do all of this before I can feel creative again. That's part of the... What's hard for me is like when there's stuff like this on my mind, I need to get it out so that then I can be creative. And then we will be pre-ordering from the new catalog. Okay, thanks, Iona. It must retire, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I will be pre-ordering from the new catalog in just a couple weeks. And I will share that with you guys. Laura said, it is so hard to get rid of stuff, but making more space for new things is the payoff. Yes. And if you're just not reaching for it to use it, let it go. And also, if you have I personally feel like I don't need 9 stamp sets that have butterflies. Like, I'll pick my favorite set and then I can let the others go, right? Daisy said, be a rebel, break up those sets. I know, right? Like, let's make a hashtag. Hashtag break up those sets. I just think if you're going to use it more, it's way better. And, I know it can feel guilty getting rid of stuff, but honestly, what's the difference between getting rid of it, letting it go, donating it, selling it? What is the difference between letting it go and doing that and it's sitting in your room and taking up space and you never using it? You got to think about that. And let me show you guys. I'll take you off my stand and I will show you. Okay, so here's this mess that I will deal with. Most of this is all going in the sell pile and I'll box it up, okay? So here is my shelf. So when I pulled everything, all of this was filled. So this is now all annual catalog stamps, and they're just all in alphabetical order. Down here are sets that are in the annual, or they are in the mini and I just need to use them. Like, I'm not ready to put them in the get rid of pile yet because I'm still using them. Over here, actually these need to be moved now. Okay. So over here I have letter stamps and number stamps. And that I keep those. Okay. So then over here, we have a craft thrift store is that Salt Lake City, Daisy? I donate to. That would be an awesome an awesome thrift store to have. And that's great. So over here on this section is where I keep all of my retired stuff that I'm going to keep. And I probably have more of it than most demonstrators. These are these are holiday. And if it is red rubber, I keep it in the case. So this is red rubber. If it is photopolymer, I keep it in a sleeve. Okay. And this isn't retired. This is going to be in the annual catalog. And then I have a basket here that has them all in the sleeves. And then these are regular, not holiday ones here. And then I have another basket there. So I have quite a few, but here's my deal. My retired stuff can only go here. It can't go anywhere else. So if this, and I have a lot of decorative stuff here, like I could get rid of a lot of the decorative stuff and I would have more room for like retired product. But that's the deal that I made with myself, that this is the spot for retired product, like stamps. And I do have a bin of retired punches that I want to keep and that I use. But if it overflows from here, I have to get rid of it. And this shelf is a DVD. I got it on Amazon. This one was $50. It's pretty big. You can see it's pretty big. And it's a DVD organizer stand. So if it's photopolymer, I take it out of the case and I put it in a sleeve because it helps me have more room. And then if it's in a case, it's just in a case. So, and I have a couple punches down there that I do use all the time. They're my heart and star border punches. But so that's how I store my retired stuff. So the little stuff that I decided that I would keep, I will put on here, and then that will be it. So, I do have all of this to deal with. And then I have a thing under my desk where I keep my feet. Oh, look at Andrew's, Nerf bullets. He must have been playing down here. So this is full. Let me see if I can open it. Of retired product. So that whole thing is full of retired product and I sell it every couple years. So I will deal with all of this stuff and get it all out of here and make room. And then I will feel like I can be creative. Like I will feel like I can get back to work. So Daisy said she did that earlier this year. It saves so much room. Yeah, and I just get the sleeves, the clear sleeves on Amazon. I can throw a link up there if, up here if you want. Sign of a boy playing hard. I love it. Yeah, we find Andrew's Nerf bullets everywhere. Every possible place in this house. That and Legos. There is a Lego or Nerf bullet every single place manageable in this house. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. I will throw up the retired stickers. I will throw those up, the labels up on my Facebook, and then, yeah, and we'll get back to it. So I'll be live tomorrow. We'll do something creative. This was just some fun chit chat and organizing. And then, oh my gosh, that's funny. Laura said my youngest is 27 and I still find those things. Oh, just, I guess, a happy reminder, right? Right. Daisy said my son is 29, so I miss those things. I know, you just gotta enjoy it, right? That's what I try to remind myself of. One day it won't be there. It won't be like that. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will chat with you tomorrow.